Hello and happy Monday. It is a beautiful day here in Scotland, and I'd like to share with you some of my recent experiences which I hope inspire you on your journeys. So the first I'd like to share is last night I had a beautiful and it sounds funny to say it, a beautiful negative entity removal and soul retrieval session for a client. And they're a new client, and it was just a really powerful session, really beautiful. And whilst I can't share any of the specifics, I learned so much about the previous civilization that here on Earth that it's related to, and how the destruction of a civilization in the third dimension doesn't mean to say that it's been destroyed in every dimension, and that in fact it can often rise up. So just like us, as we continue to raise our vibrations, we may see less of ourselves in this third dimension. Anyway, that was all very multi-dimensional for a Monday morning. At least I've had my coffee. And I also had an incredible interview with Nova, a friend that I've known for several years, and I think it's about 2 hours or 2 hours 30 minutes that we chatted for last night, and we were talking about all things shadow work and dealing with trauma and negative experiences in our lives, and that was just, it was so powerful. And she's such an inspiration on her journey and her ability to communicate in such, how to describe it, human terms, even the magical, metaphysical aspects. So I really enjoyed that, and I had finished quite late last night. I think it was about 11:30, and yet I feel, and this morning I was like asking my body, I was like, hey John, like, you want to take a nap? Do you want to take a break? And my body said, well, I've not done my full workout routine since I've been on holiday. And so it was saying, no, like let's do that. Let's go ahead and do it. Just saying hello from Patch. Oh, hang on, this isn't working. You get the extra chins. Let's try this. Yay, there we go. There's hello from Patch. Sniffing around and digging around. So if you ever wonder why I'm walking around in circles, it's because Patch does this. He stops and starts all the time and sniffs. He's not neutered, so it means that he's always scenting everywhere. And it's funny because it makes me think that he is, I think that's also why he's very popular or unpopular with other dogs, is because that's what he's doing. He's like, he's marking his territory. Wow, look at that. It's the sun. Yeah, and it was really beautiful. We were on holiday in Scarborough, down in Yorkshire in England, for the week, and what a beautiful, magical experience. We just spent ages together as a family, doing adventures during the day and watched some family movies at night, including Meet the Fockers, if I can say that right. Meet the Fockers 2 was less fun, but yeah, it was just lovely, and it felt like the longer we spent together, the closer we got together, and such a blessing. Our daughter leaves for university in September, so we're in July now. It's not long, just a few weeks, and she'll have flown the nest. So that's a big thing in our lives, and her life, of course. The Higherself Foundational Training sign-up has closed, so that's for the kind of group-led session. Hopefully you can hear me through this wind. That training starts today, so it's an 8-week course, and I'm just really excited. The class are just such beautiful souls. I feel so blessed, like truly blessed, and I feel so excited about teaching every single one of them. And I know that they'll teach me a lot as we go through the course together. And I feel like whenever I'm able to work with someone that it's like a friend for life. It's like, whether you whether you want me or not, I'm I'm always connected whenever someone needs me. I'm always there once we start working together, and I'm also now moving on to the intermediate training. But before I talk about that, the rest of this year, and it's a funny thing for me to say, like to predict what will happen in my business over the next 6 months of the year. However, I don't at this time have a plan to run the Higherself foundational training again. Now, why? Well, I don't really know why, other than I know that I need to go on and develop and run the Higherself intermediate training, which is teaching people everything I know at this time. And there's another training course which I've been asked by about 3 people to develop, which is more like an apprenticeship for negative entity clearing, exorcism, and being able to retrieve soul fragments. And I feel it's more like an apprenticeship because it's a very risky and high risk, highly challenging topic to teach. But I feel that if I don't start now, I'm never going to do it. I'm never going to get onto it. And then the advanced training. So it's interesting. It's like foundational, intermediate, and then maybe like the third will be like a master level, boss level. I don't know what I'll call it. But I do know that it'll be on the very edge. So if intermediate is teaching everything I know, then it'll be on the very edge of my knowledge, and no doubt I will be downloading and channeling in a lot as well. I just want to show you this tree. So just slowly, ta-da, a tree. This is the tree outside my old house, which is just there, and it's just so beautiful. And it was a tree that I had, like I remember just after was it before my awakening? But yeah, it was almost like I saw this like really beautiful 5th dimension version of the garden and that tree, and there's a big rainbow over the top of it. Maybe if I walk forwards I'll be able to see that. So that was really cool. So so the intermediate training starts on the 4th of August, and if you're interested, it's a little bit different. Morning. It's a little bit different in that it's not open to everyone. So you have to apply to the training, and the reason I say this is because it's intense. It requires like a strong foundation. So if you haven't, so for those that have completed the Higherself foundational training, like you're good, you can join. If you're and there is a self-paced, self-led version now of the Higherself foundational training, so you could complete that at any time. But you won't have enough time to complete it if you started right now ahead of this run of the intermediate training. And the reason that people will apply is so there's a little form that you complete to say why you want to do it and what your level of kind of skills and abilities are. And so it's really being positioned at people that you absolutely already have a daily practice and you've been doing it for many years. You have been developing, perhaps you've been running some classes or provide some services for others like Reiki healing or channeling or tarot reading or whatever it is that you do. Saying hello. Hiya. It's Patches saying hello to the dog. And you need to be in a position where you're ready to pick up more advanced topics really fast, and be in a good headspace, be ready for it, be open-minded, and we're going to cover a whole range of stuff. So it's all the things I do each day, and it includes some of the things I mentioned in the dark entity removal services that I do and apprenticeship that I do. So that will be a factor. But yeah, I'm just thinking through all the content. It's basically all the stuff I do. So it's like being able to channel, build deeper connections with your spirit guides. You have like full-on conversations. Being able to do that day to day as part of your life. Get in more detail into quantum energy healing and clearing. How to run a class for someone. How to run a one-to-one session with someone, practicing it with each other in the class. Like the list goes on, and I don't want to over promise it, but I know that it's I know it's all these things because I do these things myself, and I'm doing them regularly now. It's now my full-time job. I'm a professional, so I know that it's absolutely teachable by me. And the sessions themselves, instead of 1 hour a week, which is the higher self foundational training, and the intermediate training will be 1 hour 30 minutes. They are quite intense, and there'll be quite a lot of homework to do in between. And I expect I'll be recording some specific footage just for that, exclusively for that training course, as well as doing live sessions. So, it's so exciting. And whilst I've already started the development of that training, I'm excited to continue to do more ahead of the course. So yeah, if you're interested in that, let me know. You can visit it. You can sign up right now, and you can apply. So if that resonates with you, yeah, please get in touch. And then, yeah, business-wise, things are going well. I am open for reflexology treatments this week and next week, and I'm also exploring a place in Haddington, which is it's called Naked Revive. It's a new place that's opening up. And they'll do a whole range of like beauty and complementary therapies, and so I'm looking forward to getting started there in August. So that will be super fun, and it has like quite a lot of space, so being able to run classes there as well, group sessions, would be an absolute joy. Oh, exciting times. So yeah, watch this space, keep up to date, and if you haven't already, please sign up for my newsletter. I send out once a week, and it's also the live stream coming on Thursday, and I am thinking about whether I'll do some more regular live streams. Like maybe I'll trial doing some daily live streams. So if you made it this far in the video, and that interests you, me doing like quantum energy readings and clearings for people on a more regular basis for free, then yeah, let me know. But that's me. I am off to follow up with my client session from last night and get started on some more content development for my training course. So hope this finds you well. Sending love.